What if two men lived nearly identical lives, but they had never met? In 1940 in Ohio, twin boys were adopted by two separate families. Each family, without knowing about the other, gave the child the same name, James. These boys would grow up apart, unaware of each other's existence. But what unfolded in the decades that followed has baffled psychologists, statisticians, and anyone who hears the story. Let's start with the basics. Both Jims grew up and named their childhood dogs Toy. Now, that's not a common dog name, but the same name? That's weird. Both Jims were drawn to law enforcement and ended up working as security. They each married a woman named Linda, divorced them, and then both remarried women named Betty. Each Jim had a son. One named his James Allen. The other, well, you guessed it, James Allen, spelled differently but pronounced the exact same. Both were heavy smokers, both bit their fingernails, both drove Chevrolets, and they both vacationed in Florida. Now, neither of them knew about the other until they were reunited in 1979 at age 39, thanks to a search through Ohio adoption records. When they finally met, their lives lined up like copy and paste. Now, if this story blows your mind so far, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. We've got more stories like this every week. So, what is the explanation on all of this? Some chalk it up to genetics. After all, these were identical twins, born from the same DNA. Some researchers argue that nature, not nurture, plays a much bigger role in our choices than we like to admit. While others suggest it's simply a statistical freak, 1 in a billion string of coincidences that just happen to line up. After the reunion, the twins, known as the Jim twins, became subjects of a landmark psychological study at the University of Minnesota, which explored the influence of genetics on behavior. The results? The Jim twins scored nearly identical in tests measuring intelligence, brain waves, heart rate, and even personality traits like extroversion and conscientiousness. The research helped bolster the case for genetic influence in personality and remains one of the most famous examples in the nature versus nurture debate. But beyond the science, the tale of two Jims leaves us with one big question. If there's two people with the same DNA raised apart can live nearly identical lives, how much of who we are is really in our control? Or are we all just playing out a script that was written in our genes long ago?